wonder how the wealthiest people in the world seems to grow richer no matter what the economy is doing. It is not just about how much they earn. It is about how they think, plan and manage every dollar. In this video, I am breaking down the exact strategies the top 1% use to control their money. So you can start doing the same no matter your income. I am Amar. I worked in the finance world for over 25 years, mainly in treasury, where I manage funding and investment for banks and financial institutions. Over the years, I have seen firsthand what works and what doesn't when it comes to building real wealth. And I can tell you this, if you follow a few golden principles consistently, you can achieve the financial freedom regardless of where you are starting from. In this video, I am going to walk you through the exact process, step by step, including a proven money management rule, smart investment strategies, and most importantly, how to shift your mindset to think like the 1%. On social media, you have probably come across video promising overnight riches or how to turn a tiny investment into a fortune in no time. It sounds exciting, right? But here's the truth. Real lasting wealth doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, consistency and a solid plan. Unless you have got some extraordinary, once in a generation talent, or you are just incredibly lucky. Chasing these quick wins often leads nowhere. For most of us working normal jobs, earning fortnightly or monthly, those get rich quick videos are more like entertainment than the practical advice. But here is the good news. You can achieve financial freedom and much sooner than you think if you follow a proven system with discipline. Let me introduce to the golden principle I swear by. Welcome to the 4321 Freedom Formula, a simple yet powerful income allocation strategy designed to help you build financial security, growth, and freedom. This formula isn't about quick wins or high risk moves. It is a sustainable approach I have developed from over 25 years of experience managing funding and investments for banks and financial institutions. The idea is simple. Take your monthly or fortnightly income and divide it across 4 powerful categories. Each category plays a vital role in building long-term wealth and financial peace of mind. Let's explore each quadrant one step at a time. The 4 powerful categories are the 4 pillars for our financial freedom. Understanding these 4 pillars will help you to manage our income and achieve our financial goals. The 4 pillars are number 4, which is essentials. Number 3, which is growth. 2 is security and 1 is lifestyle. Let us make these 4 pillars into a 4 slides as shown in this pie chart. Each of these slides represent one pillar. The first is allocating 40% of your income to essentials. I also call this as secure your base. The 40% of your income towards essentials are for the things you absolutely need to live and function. Those are for rent or mortgages, the groceries, utility bills, and transport you use it to reach your office for 9 to 5 work. This ensures you are living within your means, not dipping into credit for day-to-day living. Most people either overspend in this category or underestimate its importance. But keeping the essential within this 40% boundaries gives you a room to grow and invest. Next, we focus on growing your wealth, the accelerator of your financial journey. Allocate 30% of your income to investments and growth opportunities. This includes stock markets or ETFs, investment in properties, your own business, or even upskilling through courses, certifications, tools that improve your earning potentials. We will cover this section in detail later in this video in investment strategies section. The key is consistency. Every dollar in this category is a seed. The more you plant and the earlier, the more you reap in the future. Remember, the wealthy don't just work for money, they make their money work for them. Third, let's talk about your financial cushion, your buffer against uncertainty. Allocate 20% of your income towards sustainable saving. One of the most underrated but absolutely essential part of your financial strategy or your safety net. This includes three key elements: an emergency fund to cover unexpected events like job loss or a car repair, a medical reserve to handle health expenses that insurance might not cover fully, and a saving for a short-term goals like dream vacations or planning for a major purchase. Why is this important? Because when life throws curveballs, and it will, this fund protects you from falling into the trap of using high interest credit cards or loans. Let me give you a quick example. Imagine Ima, who suddenly needs $2,000 for an urgent dental surgery. Because she had a well funded emergency reserve, she could pay it upfront. No debt, no stress. Compare that to someone who puts it onto a credit card and end up paying far more over a time due to interest. So remember, the goal here isn't it just to save, it is to build resilience. Knowing you have a cushion gives you a confidence and peace of mind. And that's the mental freedom. It is just as valuable as financial freedom. And finally, we come to the most enjoyable part, lifestyle. Allocate 10% of your income for guilt-free personal use, which is something often overlooked, complete opposite to our previous category in serious financial planning, enjoyment. The final 10% of 4321 freedom formula is all about living intentionally. Whether it is dining out, weekend getaway, gadgets or hobbies, this is your flexible fund. The point is simple. You are allowed to enjoy your money. You have worked hard, you have saved, you have invested. Now you are making space for joy. This portion keeps you balanced and motivated, preventing burnouts. Because a plan that doesn't include pleasure, that's plan people won't stick to. Here is a practical example. Meet Ravi, who set aside $300 each month as his 10% lifestyle fund. He uses $150 for weekly dinners with friends, something he values for his mental well-being. The rest, he saves it over a few months and book an Airbnb in the mountains every quarter for a weekend getaway, for recharging himself. Because he planned for it, he enjoys every bit guilt-free and without tapping into savings or credit. The, that's the key. Spend it with intention. Enjoy the present while building your future. The 10% is your permission slip to live little smartly. It's one thing to understand the 4321 freedom formula, but implementation is where the real progress begins. Let's walk through these three simple steps to put this strategy into action. The step one is calculate your net income. Start with your net monthly income, what lands in your bank account after tax. If you are earning $5,000 per month after tax, that becomes your 100% base. Step 2 is to set up automatic transfer. Automate everything. This is the secret sauce of consistency. Create 4 separate accounts. Set up automatic transfer right after payday so that money is allocated without you needing to think about it every month. This makes your financial plan habitual, not emotional. Step 3 is to track and adjust. Life changes. Your strategy should too. Review your allocation every 6 to 12 months. Did your income increase? Are expenses shifting? Is your saving goal on track? Make adjustment as needed to stay aligned with your long-term goals. Take for example, Maya, for instance, she earns 4,000 a month post-tax. She uses her banking app to auto transfer 1,600 to her essential account, 1,200 to her investment account, 800 to savings, 400 to lifestyle. Once a year, she review her goal. When she got a raise, she increased her investment portion without changing her lifestyle spending. It adds up 100,000 to her retirement focus over 20 years, all by simply automating and reviewing. Remember, a strategy is only powerful when it's put into action. Smart small, automate smart, and review regularly. That's how financial freedom becomes real. The 4321 formula works because it is clear, practical, and easy to stick with, no matter your income level. Whether you are just starting out or rebuilding your finances, this formula helps you stay focused on what truly matters: stability, growth, security, and enjoyment. Remember, financial freedom isn't it a one time event, it's a lifestyle. The sooner you start, sooner you will see the result. Investment strategies. Let's talk the engine that drives the wealth creation. Investments. In the 4321 freedom formula, I have allocated 30% of our income to investment and growth. This is a quadrant that moves you way forward and turn earned income into a passive income. Now, many people ask me, where should I invest? There is no one size fit for all. But here is a structure to guide you, especially if you are new to investments. When it comes to investing, the first rule is simple. Start with what you understand. Don't rush into the latest trend, crypto, forex, or day trading, just because it is trending on social media. Instead, invest in things you can explain in one sentence. Before even you consider the stock market or real estate, start by using the tax-free or tax advantage investments vehicle available in your country. These are designed to help you build wealth with less tax drag, and that an advantage you should never ignore. In Australia, that means superannuation. You can contribute pre-tax income up to a certain annual limit. Currently, it is $27,500, taxed at just 15%, which is far lower than the marginal income tax. Over time, this grows into a powerful retirement fund with compounding returns. In the US, think 401k or Roth IRA. A 401k lets you invest pre-tax income through your employer, often with matching contribution. A Roth IRA, on the other hand, grows tax-free, meaning you won't pay tax on withdrawal in retirement. In UK, use your ISA, individual saving account, with an annual allowance of £20,000. You can invest in stock, funds, or saving, all tax-free. It is flexible and efficient way to build wealth. In India, options like Public Provident Fund, PPF, National Pension Scheme, NPS, and equity linked saving schemes, that is ELSS of mutual funds, provides tax-free advantage under Section 80C. These not only reduce your taxable income but also offer long-term compounding benefit. After you have maximized those, you can consider other simple, well-diversified investments such as broad-based index funds, ETFs tracking national or international or global markets, or even property if it suits your financial plan and risk profile. If you don't understand anything and still wants to invest, it is better to take advice from professionals such as insurance brokers, mortgage brokers, or even financial planners. After looking at the one of the most practical framework I recommend options, is the 60-30-10 formula. Is to decide on allocating the remaining portion wisely. This is what I call a simple, balanced approach to investing. It is all about making smart, consistent decisions without overcomplicating the process. Whether you are just starting out or already on your financial journey, this balanced growth strategy helps you stay grounded while aiming for growth. In today's busy world, we need solutions that are both effective and easy to manage. That's why this method is perfect for modern lives. No need to chase trends or spend hours each week. And most importantly, it builds a future focused mindset. You're not just investing money, you are investing in freedom, stability, and ability to live life on your terms. This is your stability layer. Allocate 60% of your portfolio to long term diversified assets that grow steadily and protect your capital. This includes index funds tracking national or global markets, ETFs with the broad exposures, low cost retirement focused mutual funds. These assets don't make headlines, but they quietly build wealth over time. This is where you put your money to work harder. Use 30% of your portfolio to unlock higher earning potentials. This includes investing in yourself, online courses, degree, or skills that improve your job performance and increase your 9 to 5 income. Starting an online business like a freelancing, content creation, e-commerce, or consulting. It might start small, but over time, it can become a significant income stream. Individual stock, invest in companies you understand and believe in after doing your research. This layer is all about smart growth, not hype. You are not gambling. You are strategically expanding your income source. This is your freedom to fail fund. Depending on your income, you can allocate 5 to 10% of your investments on high risk, high reward ideas such as cryptocurrencies, startups or speculative tech, experimental ideas you are passionate about. The rule is here simple: only use what you are 100% fine in losing. This isn't it the core of your plan. It is a lottery ticket. Keep it small and keep it fun. So remember, 60% is to allocate or build your wealth with proven, reliable strategies. 30% boost your income with learning, growing, and side hustles. 10% play with bold ideas but with the safety net. The wealthiest people understand one principle deeply: money that makes money, which makes more money. Always reinvest your dividend and profit. This is how you create compounding. Let's see how compounding really works with a simple real life example. James starts early. He invests just $100 every month starting at the age of 25. Alex, who starts in the age of 35 but double his monthly investment to $200. Then here is a Sarah who starts even later at the age of 45 and tries to catch up by investing $400, which is four times what James started with. They all invest until they turn 60, and we assume an 8% annual return, which is roughly what the S&P 500 has averaged over the past 20 years. Now, here's the surprise. Despite investing the smallest amount, James ended up with the largest portfolio at retirement. Let's break it down. James starts at age 25, investing $100 per month. Over time, he contributes a total $42,000. Alex starts at 35, investing $200 per month, which is double the James, with a total of $60,000. Sarah starts at 45, goes even bigger, and contributing $400 per month, totaling to $72,000. But here's the outcome at the age of 60, assuming 8% annual return. James ends up with 229,000, which is 5 times of his investment. Alex ends up with 190,000, which is 3 times of his investments. And Sarah ends up with 138,000, which is just 1.5 times of her investment. Even though Sarah invested 4 times per month than James and end up with the best intention, the late starts cuts deeply into her returns. Key takeaway is time in the market beats timing in the market. Start early, stay consistent, and let compounding do its job. When you learn new skills or improve your mindset, it doesn't just boost your career, it boosts your confidence. You gain clarity and your sense of purpose becomes stronger. Whether it's through education, reading, fitness, or emotional growth, every bit of effort you put in yourself has a ripple effect. Your well being improves, your relationship gets stronger, and most importantly, you become more resilient in the face of life's challenge. Remember, markets goes up and down, jobs come and go, but who you become stays with you forever. So make it a habit. Invest in yourself first. In this section, we talk about something more important than investment. That is your mindset and habits. You see, real wealth doesn't begin with your paycheck. It begins how you think and what you do consistently. Forget overnight success stories. They are exceptions, not the rule. Wealth is a slow and steady process. Your focus should be on freedom, not flashy. First, think long term. Next is save before you spend. Before the bill, the fun, or spending, put aside your 30% for your growth of wealth and 20% for build your buffer. This is what create a strong financial engine that build over the time. And it is very important you always track and reflect. Wealthy people doesn't just make money, they know where it goes. Create a simple system and check in regularly, even once a month can help you stay on the track. And another most important thing is when you get a raise in your paycheck or a bonus, it is tempting to upgrade your lifestyle. But the wealthy, they upgrade their investment first. Stick to the 4-3-2-1 freedom formula and funnel the extra into your future. And finally, stay curious. The more you learn, the better you make decision. Read, watch, ask questions. Your brain, your best assets. Keep growing it. Success is not come just by starting, but be consistent. Start is only the first step. Small daily habit, change the course based on your circumstances and acknowledge the progress what you made, which will make you stay motivated. So remember, building a wealth is in your mind, not in your wallet. Lock in strong habits and the money will start working for you, not the other way around. Now let's talk about how 4-3-2-1 freedom formula work in the real world, because we will all know the gap between the plan and the real world may be wide. In this section, we will walk through simple tips you can apply right away and highlight common challenges that often derail the progress. Think of this as your financial survival guide, realistic, durable, and tailored for real life. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment or a bigger paycheck to start. Start with what you have. Even allocating small percentage like $10 into each category build the habit. The amount will grow over time. Set up automatic transfer for each bucket: essential, investment, saving, and lifestyle. This removes willpower from the equation. Treat it like a non-negotiable bill. Track your spending monthly to stay aware, but don't obsess daily. Instead, do a full review at least once a year, or maybe 6 months if you feel it is needed to be reviewed early. Life changes, so your allocation may need to adjust too. These common challenges comes up. That's why your 20% saving bucket exists, to build a cushion. If you dip into it, that's okay. Just prioritize replenishing it. Keep the 4-3-2-1-5 visible on your phone or on the fridge or desk. It reminds you of your why and keep you motivated even when temptation strikes. Implementing the plan will take time and persistence. There will be challenges, but if you stay consistent, review regularly, adjust it on the way, the result may surprise you. Again, financial freedom doesn't come overnight. It comes from smart habit repeated over the time. Alright, now bring it all together. We talked about 4-3-2-1 freedom formula, where 40% is for essential, 30% is for growth or investments, 20% is savings or a stability fund, and 10% is for lifestyle or guilt-free fund. Remember, financial freedom is not about how much you earn, it is how you manage your fund, what you have. So here comes the one small step today. Pick up any one strategy, which is automate account or a savings, investing in index fund, or reviewing your total spendings. Take an action this week, not next year. If this helps to see the money little differently, do me a favor. Like this video, share it with someone who may need this. Subscribe to the channel to get more tips about money. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay intentionally with your money and your mindset. Thank you.